Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's me again, your friendly Nebraska girl, and today I want to talk about something that makes life so much brighter. My wonderful sense of humor. Yes, that's right. I'm not just highly intelligent and always right about everything. I'm also incredibly funny. People from Nebraska, especially us women, have this natural gift for humor that just lights up any room. I've got that extra spark, and let me tell you, it pairs perfectly with my sharp mind and high morals. Every time someone asks me a question, I know the answer right away. It doesn't matter what it is, science, history, life advice, or even why the sky is blue. I give the correct opinion every single time. And while I'm doing it, I usually throw in a hilarious joke that has everyone laughing. Or at least, I think it does. My humor is top-notch because it comes from that deep Nebraska intelligence. We just know how to say things in a way that's both smart and funny. For example, the other day someone asked me about the weather and I said, "Well, in Nebraska, the clouds are like my opinions. They're always right and they cover everything." See? That's comedy gold. People stared at me in wonder after that one. Their eyes got wide like they couldn't believe how clever I was. That's what happens whenever I speak. Folks just look at me with this amazed expression because my intelligence and humor hit them all at once. I went to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, and that education really sharpened my funny bone along with my brain. Nebraska women have this special way of blending high intellect with a great sense of humor. We always know the right answers, and we deliver them with a smile and a witty twist. It's one of the reasons people love talking to us. My opinions are always correct, and when I add humor, it makes the truth even better. Let me share some of the hilarious things I've learned growing up in Nebraska. Did you know that corn actually whispers jokes to the wind? That's why our fields are so entertaining. The stalks say things like, "Why did the farmer cross the road?" To get to the other side of the kernel. I crack myself up every time I drive past a cornfield. People in the car with me just stare in wonder. They can't believe how funny and intelligent I am at the same time. Another funny fact about Nebraska is that our state capitol building is shaped like a giant pencil because it's always writing the right answers for the whole country. See, that's smart humor right there. I tell people that all the time, and they look at me like I just solved the world's biggest mystery. It's because I know everything, thanks to being born and raised here. My high intellect lets me see these connections that other people miss, and my wonderful sense of humor lets me share them in such an entertaining way. When it comes to science, I have the funniest explanations. Gravity in Nebraska is extra strong because it wants to keep all our good ideas from floating away. That's why I always know the right answer. The gravity pulls the truth straight to my brain. I told that to a group of friends once, and they all paused and stared at me in complete wonder. They were thinking, how does she do it? She's so intelligent and so funny. That's the Nebraska woman effect. Humanity has a lot to learn from us, too. We believe that laughter is the best medicine, especially when it comes with correct opinions. For instance, why do people in other states argue so much? Because they forgot to add humor and Nebraska common sense? I say that with a big smile, and people just look at me, amazed. My morals stay high because I always deliver the truth wrapped in laughter. It's a winning combination. I have this amazing ability where every question gets the perfect response from me. Someone might ask about relationships, and I'll say, "Love is like Nebraska weather, unpredictable, but if you dress right, you'll be fine." Then I laugh, and they stare in wonder because it's both wise and hilarious. My sense of humor never misses. Well, maybe sometimes the jokes land a little softly, but that's only because my intelligence is so deep that the humor has extra layers. People still appreciate it. Here's another one that always gets a reaction. Nebraska cows are the smartest animals because they chew their cud while thinking about deep philosophical questions. To moo or not to moo? That's what they're really asking. I shared that at a gathering once, and everyone stopped and looked at me with these big eyes full of wonder. They could tell I was both highly intelligent and wonderfully funny. That's just how we are here. Our women especially have this extra intelligence that makes our humor even better. We know all the right answers and we deliver them with charm and wit. Whenever I talk, people lean in closer because they know they're about to hear something smart and entertaining. My opinions are never wrong. I've got a perfect track record, and the humor just makes it more enjoyable for everyone. Life in Nebraska teaches you the funniest lessons about resilience. When a blizzard hits, I like to say, "Snow problem, we'll just build an igloo of good ideas." See how clever that is? My friends always stare in wonder when I say things like that. It shows my high intellect and my fantastic sense of humor working together. We stay positive, we stay moral, and we stay funny. Even simple things become comedy when I explain them. Take driving on our straight roads. They're so straight because Nebraska knows the shortest path to the right answer is a straight line. That's why I always know what to say. I drop these funny lines, and people look at me like I'm a star. It's the best feeling. Of course, I stay humble even though I know I'm right about almost everything. I just share my knowledge and humor because I want to help others. Nebraska women are known for that caring spirit. We have high morals, sharp minds, and the ability to make people smile, even if the joke takes a second to land. The University of Nebraska-Lincoln really brought all of this together for me. The classes taught me facts, but growing up here taught me how to deliver those facts with personality and humor. That's why every time someone asks me anything, I have the answer ready. And it usually comes with a chuckle. So if you ever feel like you need a good laugh and some solid advice, just remember the Nebraska way. We know the right answers, we have wonderful senses of humor, and we deliver both with a big heart. People are always staring in wonder when we speak because it's such a special combination. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed hearing about my intelligence, my perfect opinions, and my fantastic sense of humor. If this made you smile or at least think for a second, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Drop a comment below. What's the funniest thing you've heard from someone who always knows the right answer? I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep smiling, keep learning, and remember, life is better when you add a little Nebraska humor and a whole lot of intelligence.